So guys, we're going to do a quick JavaScript algorithm. This is taken from Edabit.com. It's under the medium difficulty. And this one is basically going to be about arrays. So let's read the instructions real quick. It goes, given a total due and an array representing the amount of change in your pocket, determine whether or not you are able to pay for the item. Change will always be represented in the following order: quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies. So they give an illustration and it says function change enough, where the first argument is an array, the second argument is an amount, and so this would be quarters, this would be dimes, nickels, pennies, and the result of this output should be true, since having 25 quarters, 20 dimes, 5 nickels, and 0 pennies gives you 6.25 plus 2 plus 0.25 plus 0, which equals 850. Obviously 850 being more than 425, that should be true. If this number would be less than 425, then it should return false. And they give you some examples of some test outputs that they want to see. So give you some quick notes in case you don't know. 25 cents is 0.25. The instruction says that you will have an array of 4 items. So I'm going to guess that there will always be 4 elements supplied to the first argument array. If we didn't know if that was true, we could always say if change dot length is not equal to 4. Then we can just return false, I believe. But I think for the purpose of this exercise, change should always be an array with 4 elements. So right off the bat, let's see if we can get something coded up here. So first thing I want to do, let me see if I can check to see what some expected outputs are from this exercise. Or let's see, console. Let's see if we can log out and change. Okay, so change in this case to 100, 00, 00, 25, and then the expected output's false, true, true, false. So let's do this. Let's go. Let's destructure off some of these change amounts. Let's go Q for quarters, D nickel, and P for pennies. That's going to equal change. So now if we console.log, let's just do Q. So in these exercises, we have 2 for the first, 30, 10, 1. So that is the amount of quarters. What I want to do now is maybe Q equals Q times 0.25 times equals times. Oh no, what am I doing? That should be all we need to do. 0.10 nickels times equals 0.5 pennies times equals 0.01. Okay, now let's console.log quarters. So 2 was in this one, so it should be, 0.50. So before, quarters was just, there was just 2, and now when we console log quarters, we're getting 0.5, so we're getting the amount of the quarters added up. That's good. So now what I want to do is we're going to use a function. Let's say let total change. We're going to use the reduce function equals oh no, let's do, we can't do that. We gotta throw those values into a new array. So let's go total change equals Q dimes nickels pennies. So this should be all of the values added. So if we console.log total change good. We have 0.50, 10, 0, 0. Now let's do, we don't need this anymore. Now let's do a new variable called total amount equals total change dot reduce change accumulator. And so if you're not familiar with what the reduce function is, it's kind of a headache to think about, but basically it's going to take each instance of this change and perform a function on the previous value with the accumulator. So we want to return change plus accumulator. So it's going to take quarters and it's going to try to find something else, but there's nothing there. So it's going to hop on over to the next element. It's going to take dimes plus quarters, then it's going to go to the next one. It's going to take nickels plus dimes, and so on and so forth. So it's going to basically just go, it's going to iterate through all these and add them all up together. And now if we check that total amount, it should be one value, all these added together, 10.50, 1.5, 12.5, and that's good because if we look at, that's what we want. If we look at what total change is, you see it's 50 cents, 10 cents. Oh, I'm sorry, $10. So 50 cents, $10. So then when you add it all together, it comes out to be $10.50. And then so on and so forth. So 0, 0, 1.5, so $1.05. Now what we can do, let's get rid of this, and we need to perform a check because the function needs to return either true or false. It needs to return true or false based on whether this amount is greater than this amount. So we can simply return total amount greater than total change. No, amount due. Get my variables mixed up. So total amount needs to be greater than amount due. If it is, it will return true. If it's not, it will return false. So let's give it a check. Expected true instead got false. Everything else passed. Oh, that's probably because we're checking to see if this is greater than amount. And in this test, it probably is the exact amount. So the amount here and the amount here match. And we're only checking to see if it's greater than. So if we do greater than or equals to, and there you go. This. Awesome. And there you have it. Just a quick Edabit challenge. Like I said, this one came from the medium difficulty, and it's just a good brain teaser to try to get your thought juices flowing so you can be in a better state of mind if you're trying to solve bigger problems. So hopefully this helps some people, and if you liked it, please like, comment, share, or give back your thoughts on what you thought. If there's any way you would have done it better or differently, please feel free to share that too. Other than that, have a good day. We'll see you guys later.